Initial apprehension about safe Eid journey later proves irrelevant, says Kader. Government repressing BNP activists even during Eid, says Rizvi. New York's Attorney General files lawsuit against US President Donald Trump and his foundation over illegal conduct. The holy Eid ul-Fitr will be celebrated across the country tomorrow if the moon of Arabic month Shawwal is sighted today. A meeting of the National Moon Sighting Committee has begun this afternoon at the conference room of Islamic Foundation in the capital. Railway stations, bus and launch terminals in the city witnessed a large rush of people heading home on today. People continue to streaming out of the capital on the first day of Eid vacation amid shortage of transports, late schedule of trains and excessive fares of tickets. This year, people on northern district routes are mainly suffering both on roads and trains. Risky and illegal rooftop journey on trains, trucks, pickup vans also continues, while the launches from Shodorghat were sailed overloaded at. Bus terminals, huge passengers were seen to wait for buses while they alleged that the number of transports were few. Inspector General of Police Javed Patwari today said management of Eid journey went through extreme difficulties as ready-made garments industry announced holiday on a single day. IGP Javed Patwari made the remarks after inspecting launch terminals and launches set to sail. He said coordinated measures have been taken to make journeys of Eid holidaymakers hassle-free and ensure their overall security. The police chief added special security service and surveillance system will continue for next 7 days.
Management of Eid journey went through extreme difficulties as ready-made garments industry announced holiday on a single day. Coordinated measures have been taken to make journey of Eid holidaymakers hassle-free.
Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Kader today said at the initial stage there was apprehension about the safe journey of Eid holidaymakers, but later it proved irrelevant.
At the initial stage, there was apprehension about the hassle-free journey of Eid holidaymaker, but later it proved irrelevant as the coordinated measures of concerned authorities have succeeded to overcome the fearness.
During Eid time, the government is repressing the BNP leaders and activists, said Party Senior Joint Secretary General Ruhul Kabir Rizvi. He came up with the allegation this morning at the press conference held at Neapolitan Central Office. The BNP senior leaders want to meet their party chairperson Khaleda Zia, who is in jail on day of Eid ul-Fitr. He also said that BNP leaders and associates are still being nabbed by the law enforcement agencies. He alleged the ruling party intentionally kept Khaleda Zia in jail. Rizvi has urged the government to admit Khaleda Zia soon at the United Hospital for better treatment. Beside the police car surveillance, some identified individuals today killed an Awami League leader in a drive-by shooting as he was heading home after prayers at Badda in the capital. The incident occurred in front of Baitul Salam Jame Mosque, said Badda police. 2 men opened fire on Farhad from their motorbike and sped away. He was pronounced dead by the doctors of United Hospital before being taken to the hospital. He died instantly in a hail of bullets that priced through chest and head. His family members allege that due to his upcoming council election, he has been receiving threats for the past 2-3 days from some random people. Now news from abroad, and New York's Attorney General Barbara Underwood has filed a lawsuit against President U.S. Trump, including his 3 children and his foundation on Thursday. She said Trump illegally used the nonprofit as a personal checkbook for his own benefit, including his 2016 presidential campaign. After 2 years' investigation, Barbara has asked the court to dissolve the foundation. The lawsuit filed on Trump's 72nd birthday in the state Supreme Court in Manhattan seeks $2.8 billion of restitution plus penalties, a 10-year ban on Trump serving as a director of a New York nonprofit, and 1-year bans for his children. However, Trump lashed on Twitter, calling the lawsuit ridiculous.
Says that they were primary, that they flagged, and their finances and some of the payments that were made were in accordance with what should. The foundation was involved in self-dealing, was involved with paying off legal bills, institution, as well as.
U.S. President Donald Trump has approved a plan to impose punishing tariffs on tens of billions of dollars of Chinese goods that triggers a trade war with China. On Thursday, Trump met several cabinet members and trade advisors and was expected to impose tariffs on at least $35 billion to $40 billion of Chinese imports. The industry official said the amount of goods could reach $55 billion. If the president presses forward as expected, it could set the stage for a series of trade actions against China and lead to retaliation from Beijing. However, the Chinese have also threatened to counterpunch if Trump goes ahead with the plan.
As trade talks between the United States technology transfer, intellectual property and
U.S. President Donald Trump imposed a tariff on steel imports and a 10%
enhanced export controls for Chinese citizens and companies related to the acquisition.
Before ending, we go through the headlines again. Stations Terminal C Russia's Eid holidaymakers head home. Coordinated measures taken to make Eid journeys hassle-free, says IGP. Initial apprehension about safe Eid holiday journeys later proves irrelevant, says Kader. Government repressing BNP activists even during Eid, says Rizvi. New York's Attorney General files lawsuit against U.S. President Donald Trump and his foundation over illegal conduct. You're up to date with our top stories so far here on